Unashamedly Human moments with Emily are pockets of time carved out just for you to sit in meditation-type contemplation. Being unashamedly human is about being okay with who you are today and giving yourself the power to be fucking awesome tomorrow. And in these short videos, I'm sharing my very own unique way of doing just that. So find a quiet spot, grab a glass of water, and brew up your favourite tea. Have a journal nearby, because when we bring conscious awareness to our emotions, we can change our entire reality. Hello and welcome to Unashamedly Human Moments with Emily. I'm Emily, this is Theodore, and let's get started. So today we're going to come down to the mat or whatever is comfortable for you. I like to use a little pillow to sit on. This was a beautiful pillow that my dog attacked. Thanks for that, Theodore. So it's now my meditation pillow. It was about $7 from Kmart, so we'll get over it really quickly. Whatever works for you. If you want to sit in a chair, all good. Just make sure that you've got both feet flat on the floor and that's comfortable for you. Otherwise, come to easy pose, so whatever that looks like for you. For me, that is my left foot in, my right foot with my ankles aligned. Sitting up, nice and tall, in through the torso with your chin at a right angle and hands on your lap. I'm just going to take some really deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And it's normally around breath 2 that my brain starts going like, what the fuck are you doing? You don't need to do this. This is a waste of your time. Any irritation or stress that I've felt throughout the day starts to kind of like come up to the skin surface, and I just begin to feel a bit like, oh, am I comfortable? What's my hair doing? What am I having for dinner? And that's cool, like that's where you're meant to be. So just breathe through it. Just let your breath take charge. And all those uncomfortable feelings that might be coming up, all that doubt, all that worry, all that, let it come. It's got to come out. May as well come out. Once it's out, it's done. Oh, my nose just made a funny little noise then. That's attractive. Maybe now, just taking a really little roll of your shoulders, forward and back. Bringing your shoulders all the way up to your ears, and then just letting your shoulder blades go back and into your spine, opening up your chest. And as you do so, just imagining a release of tension. And then maybe you might also be able to feel a release of tension. Wiggling around a bit, get that irritation out. And then coming back to still. Maybe have a sip of water, the nectar of the gods. My nectar used to be wine. Dried up my eyeballs after numerous years, so now I just stick to water and tea. I always have a cup of tea with me. It's so nice to finish with a cup of tea at the end of your practice. No phones, mine is only here, because if I didn't have a timer on, well, we'd be here forever. So just breathing into this space. And today we're going to bring I am grateful to this moment. I speak to so many of my clients who feel like they should be grateful. We all know that gratitude is a thing. We've all seen the gratitude journals. Write down 3 things you're grateful for before you go to bed. And sure, that's a really lovely way to be. It's the greatest reframe I know. How can I be grateful for this lesson? What's this lesson teaching me, and how can I be grateful for that? What do I have, looking for the abundance that I have in my life instead of the scarcity that I might be feeling in any given moment. I'm grateful for you, buddy. I'm grateful for you, apart from when you shit on the carpet. And I think one of the problems with gratitude is that when we feel like we should be grateful, or when we feel like what we have achieved or what we have maybe is more like luck. I speak to a lot of women who don't want to risk what they have for the next level of happiness. They feel like maybe what they have should be enough for them. You know, maybe they got married, they had the kids, they had the career, they've got the nice house. Materialistically, they have everything that they should ever want. They know they're luckier than most. But there's something inside that still doesn't quite feel connected, doesn't quite feel enough. And in that space, I always think it's a really good idea to come into a moment of silence and just feel that uncomfortable feeling, to feel like, oh, I should be grateful, I kind of am grateful, I don't really want to be grateful, I still feel in lack. That's cool, man. Like, don't demonize that feeling, just sit with it and accept it and listen to it. So that's what we're going to do today. Wherever you are on the scale of gratitude, maybe you're not grateful enough, maybe you can't see the good in anything, or maybe you feel like you should be grateful and you know that you are lucky. Whatever it is, just bring it to the mat. Don't judge it, just bring it. And just having some more deep breaths. I am grateful. I am grateful. What does that mean to you? And just sit with it. If your mind wanders, let it wander. Bring it back to the breath. Bring it back to this sort of little mantra that we've given ourselves today. I am grateful. And then go into the next layer of whatever I am grateful means for you. If it feels uncomfortable, push through. If you wonder if you're doing this right, you are. Whatever it is, you are. Can't get it wrong. I am grateful. What does that mean? How does it help you? How has it not helped you? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And just surrender to the silence in this next few moments. I am grateful. If something ugly and gross comes up, awesome. If something bright and beautiful and light and sentient comes up to you, awesome. Maybe your chest is being filled with love. Maybe you're seeing images of the people that you love and cherish. Maybe as you are saying to yourself, I am grateful, you're letting go some of the scarcity and lack that you've been feeling today. And maybe you're not. Maybe you're sitting here going, fuck you, bitch. I'm not grateful for anything. All good, man. Sit with that. Whatevs. Whatever you are doing, whatever is coming up for you, whatever you are thinking and feeling and experiencing right now, it's perfect. Don't demonize it. Don't judge it. Just breathe with it. Breathe in. And breathe out. And just checking in on the body now. Feeling the weight of the earth supporting you. Just checking in, making sure that you're sitting up straight, pulling your pelvis in. Pelvis? What's this called? This bit here. Navel, that's the word I was looking for. Pulling your navel in. Imagining this beautiful golden cord stretching all the way up, keeping your head up, chin level. And the wings of your shoulders back and down and into your spine. Breathe in. Let your lungs expand with abundance and gratitude and light, and breathing out all the scarcity and lack, making space for that beautiful white light on the next inhale. I am grateful. And maybe use this next bit of space to think about something that's happened in your past, which at the time felt real shit. Felt like there's no lesson here, there's no gratitude to be had here. This is the worst thing that could ever happen to me. I'm a full victim of my circumstance. Maybe it was a relationship concluding. Maybe it was a loved one dying. Maybe it was the loss of a job. Maybe it was illness. And then just using this space to find the lesson, to recognize that that bump in the road, whatever it was, taught you something about who you are. Hey, mate. Yeah. I am grateful. Part of being at peace with yourself and part of clearing out these emotions, which for so long we just repress and suppress because they feel yucky to feel. Part of that healing process, I always think, is about learning the lesson and recognizing that whatever has happened has brought us to the space that we are in now. And if we can make peace with that, if we can be happy with who we are today, oh my God, then we're so free to create, we're free to love, we're free to trust, we're free to really enjoy this crazy thing called life. I'm just going to take another couple of deep breaths in. Breathe that out. And wherever you are, start that again, wherever you are, just bringing a little bit of movement back into the body as you remind yourself, I am grateful. I am grateful for this time I gave myself. I'm grateful for this body that I am living in. You only got one, so you may as well make peace with it. May as well respect it, may as well love it. I am grateful for my past because it has brought me to my present. I'm grateful for my future because I have free will. I'm going to make it awesome. Grateful for my friends, grateful for my day. And then just wiggling your fingers and your toes, bringing a bit more movement into the arms, opening up, making space for abundance, and then bringing your arms up and into prayer position, right at your sternum here. We're just going to close with a little prayer, and if that word feels weird to you or good, call it something else. It's like a thought with emotion. I just want you to bring into your mind's eye here somebody who taught you a real valuable lesson, and how even though you don't necessarily need to have that person in your life anymore, you don't need to forgive or condone that person's behavior, but just bring a little bit of gratitude to what that person taught you. What that experience, that episode, that time in your life that seemed rocky. Now with hindsight, you can look back on and realize it was part of the building blocks of who you now are. And just send love and compassion to that person, to that experience. Just send it out. Love, compassion, and a whole lot of gratitude. And just breathing in one more time. And letting the silence fill. And then breathing out. And then giving it a big old smile. And coming out of your meditation or your contemplation or your quiet time, whatever you want to call that last 14 minutes that we spent together. Whenever I leave the mat, I always like to just take a second to be really grateful for the time that I've just dedicated to listening to my emotions, to the courageousness that I have just displayed by sitting with those emotions, whether they're easy emotions or hard emotions. And then I like to hug it out with a cup of tea. Nothing better than cupping a warm cup of tea. This one is Cocoa and Chili by Higher Living, which happens to be my favourite. So I'm just going to sit here for a few more minutes. I've got a beautiful journal in front of me. Might just write some stuff down if I feel like stuff needs to come out. I'm going to drink my tea. I'm going to be grateful for my dog. I'm very grateful for you guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Thanks so much for joining me in the Unashamedly Human moment with Emily just now. If you loved it, I would dearly like to hear from you. Please comment in the comments section below. If you're watching this on YouTube, I would truly love it if you subscribed to the channel. That way you will also be able to be notified when more of these Unashamedly Human moments come your way. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, it's Emily_thatcrazythingcalledlife. And this dude here has his own Instagram account as well, Theodore's_friendbeast.